Hey everybody, it's JQ from World's Finest Trading. Today is Sunday, May 30th. It's about 11 o'clock at night for me. It's the start of a brand new trading week. This week is going to be NFP week, so I want to talk about a little bit on how to deal with that, what this new week might hold, and maybe some strategies to approach it. I also want to go over trades from last week. I had a whole bunch of winners, so I kind of want to analyze entries, take profit, stop losses, levels, all of that good jazz for y'all. If you do like the video, please like and subscribe. Maybe even drop a comment for me if you're so generous. Let's get into the video, and I hope you make some money this week. Let's get it. None that shit matters. I'm mentally up now. Money's on mental. So I'm gonna go over a couple of trades, starting with GJ because GJ did not disappoint last week. GJ really pulled through for us. So I'm gonna go over really fast. This is what the trade looked like. Our first position was only a 2 RR, so not the best, not the worst, kind of right in between. And then our second one was gonna be a 3, almost 3.5 RR. So super happy with those entries that we got. Really, all I did was look at how this daily chart was interacting with these EMAs, and then I'll zoom in on the 4 hour here in just a second, and I'll show you all of the price action that I was really looking at. But daily price wise, I was looking at how it was interacting with these EMAs, and daily we were holding them and we respected them. This right here, we came down and we tested, and then we held. The other thing that I was looking at is if we go down into a 4 hour, what we really can see and what we can start to see is kind of an ascending triangle. So this was not the prettiest ascending triangle at all. There were a couple of ways that we can look at it. If you want to, you can look at it this way. This would probably be the best way to look at it if you were looking at it like an inverted trend line. Put it from all the way up to here. We've got all of this price pinched. Now, when we pinched into this ascending triangle, it wasn't just an ascending triangle. This ascending triangle, these are our confluences, okay? Our ascending triangle was sitting on these daily 8 and 14, these tight EMAs, so we were testing on that support. And this ascending triangle was also hovering on this 50 EMA. Now, if we look at how the price was pinching onto this 50 EMA, we can see that we had, this was our first higher low right here, right? And then we had another higher low, and then check it out, another higher low, and then check it out, a last higher low. So we can see the buyers were not giving up. We still had buyers. We were pressed onto these high volume levels, these daily EMAs and these 4 hour EMAs. Look at how we pressed into it. Now, the price action here for me was going to be this ascending triangle. So that's kind of what set my bias. That's how I was like, you know what? I really do think that we're going to continue to move bullish. It was because we got an ascending triangle. It's one of my favorite price action formations. I really, really did not think the trade was going to pop off like this. It hit my TP overnight. I woke up and hit TP, and I was like, holy crap, I thought I was going to have to wait another week for this move, if I'm being honest with you. Once we broke out of the structure, honestly, this was another clean entry. If you wanted to just catch the meat of the move, as soon as it broke out of this ascending triangle, would have been another clean entry. I got an entry up here. I think I bought it, honestly, shoot, if I'm being honest, I think I bought it on this wick right here. So that was an awful entry. That was an absolutely awful entry. I got another entry down in here when it started to consolidate on the 50 because I really did trust that 50 EMA, and then those went into profit. And I do want to show you really quick the results from this week. So I actually made my first withdraw. That felt fantastic. I took that money and I put it directly into XRP, the cryptocurrency. But this is going to be my account history. So the GJ trade that we took, that's going to be this right here, the $44 and the 17, so you can see that. Then you got my withdrawal right there. So that was the GJ trade. Super happy with that one. Super happy with that. Really, I mean, on a $300 account, risking 10%, I was able to pull off close to, 20% of the account, which was awesome. All right, GJ made me super happy. Let's go into the trade on EG. This one also had me super happy. So EG is kind of a story. So EG the other day, honestly, the other week, I was selling EG. I was selling EG shoot, I wanted to sell EG over here, then this giant spike happened, and so I missed out on the move. It happened super fast. Kind of frustrated at myself, whatever. Came down here, retested these, and started to create some really interesting price action formations, and then we broke down out of these weird levels respecting the 50 EMA, so I really thought we were going to sell. My stop loss, however, was right in here above these levels, or in these levels, like right into these levels. In hindsight, because hindsight's always 2020, I should have seen how this level really could have been a level that it interacted with. Since it interacted with it a couple of times, this 50 EMA had lined up with it. I should have put my my stop loss a little higher, to be honest. It came up and it hit my stop loss. And I'll show you. I took a $44 loss. Let's see. Oh, $44 loss on EG. I got some losses on NAS. I'll tell you about that in a minute. But I took this loss on EG, and it honestly kind of had me bummed. But I had to remember, I can't get caught up in my emotions. I can't feel sad that I lost this trade. I have to continue to evaluate the charts and take advantage of what's going to happen next. Right, and in doing so, I saw, you know what, honestly, if we zoom out and look at a daily structure, we have an inverted trend line. I personally had belief that this daily was going to reject exactly how it did, down into this 50 EMA. I just had a feeling we had perfectly tested this 78.6 and rejected. So honestly, I believed in this sell, and I said, you know what? I think that if I pull this trigger right now at the top, I won't regret it. So I pulled the trigger as this started to close right here. So I thought, you know what? I think we're just going to reject off this trend line and just be out of here. And we were. We just shot straight down again overnight. Beautiful, beautiful pips. When we hit TP1 right in here at this level, every time we have reversed off of it, so there is potential that we could reverse off of it. So I took half the position. I'm going to let the rest run. Depending on how price interacts, maybe I'll change stop loss to break even. Maybe I'll leave it just in case. It just kind of just depends on how the price action starts to form. I do think that, however, we can get pinched under here, and then there's potential for more entries coming up. If we do make it all the way up to the 50 EMA, I will definitely take entries once we see price start to reject, because I do think that we are going to head all the way down here, and this is my true TP down here at like 85, 200, right in that zone. So super happy again with EG. I think that's a beautiful example of not letting your psychology trip you up in your trading and to just execute based off of what you see. Don't revenge trade. I wanted to get in right here. I saw price moving off of this resistance right here, rejecting this big green resistance that I had drawn out. I saw it reject it, and I really wanted to sell it, but I said, you know what? It hasn't rejected or broken these supports on this EMA, this 50 EMA. So I said, you know what, I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to wait. Price shot up, and instead of taking a loss, I saw that as opportunity and got in for the sell and caught. I think that one was, that was 62. So price over here, like 70 pips on that. So beautiful, beautiful. I think that's a good example. My RR is almost 3, so 2.75, 2.74. So super happy with that. NAS right now, this was an experimental trade that I had going purely because my account is only $300 and my broker, shoot man, when I put that trade on, it went like 2 pips negative and it was like $15, and I was like, my account can't handle this, so I'm gonna wait. But we made a beautiful double tap. Almost hit my stop loss, but we didn't, and now we're moving big time in a profit. We're up 338 pips. So a take profit would have been hit in this area over here, seeing as we could reach some new highs over here before we take another dip. Maybe come test this 50 EMA, give us more entries. But a TP would be set over here, another TP over here, and then I'm hoping for all-time highs on NAS, especially as NFP news comes out, and I think the US dollar is going to do some booming at the end of this week. And then last but not least, UJ, also pretty damn beautiful. So if we go out onto the daily, this position is still running. I have 3 positions on this. I'm up like 110 pips on this one that I caught down here. But ignoring all of the drawings I have up, if I get rid of this one, all I really want you to pay attention to is how these candles busted through here and came down. And pay attention to this zone right here. We interacted with it several times. We interacted with it right here. Then we have our 50 EMA that we respected, and we have a beautiful double tap. If you pay attention and look at that, beautiful double tap. This second tap right here is a little bit higher than this last one, and that gives me a lot of confidence. It says the buyers have control right now. Now, I took my original position up here at the top because I expected this UJ move to happen, and then it happened because, and I didn't get into it. It happened, and I didn't get into it because I was waiting for a close, and then it happened before the close. It happened as that candle was closing. It just shot up. So I said, you know what? I still think that UJ is going to buy. I'm going to place one entry up here. I'm just going to get that out of my mind, and I'm going to stack entries as it goes down and just make more money off of this next move. We came down, respected this 50 EMA beautifully with that double tap, and then we continued to move to the upside. And I think that UJ, man, we're going to at least come up here and look at how this 61.8, the negative 61.8, that target lines up with this level up here. I think that we're going to at least hit this, and then maybe to the sky, to the moon, above and beyond. I really do think that we are breaking a weekly inverted trend line, a monthly one even, that we've been holding for a very, very long time. And I think that we finally have the opportunity to ride a large wave to the upside on UJ. Maybe the US dollar starts to build some strength right now as unemployment starts to drop. Maybe we start to see a rise. Who knows? So that's just kind of what I'm feeling. I'm going to hold this trade for a little bit longer. Honestly, this week, I'm more about managing than I am about trading and putting on trades. I have 2 open trades. I have Euro GBP still open, and I have USD JPY. I held those over the weekend. Still open, partials taken. I'm looking at gold, but gold looks very overextended to me. This is on a monthly time frame. If I come down to a 4-hour, gold is looking pretty overextended to me. We came down and now we're starting to make support, but this looks very sick. If I'm being honest, I don't have trust in it. It's not doing any kind of yo-yoing. It's not dropping, so we can get an entry to the upside, and it's kind of just sick right now. And since NFP is coming out, it really could do anything. The banks really could fuck with us in this chart. So I'm going to just be careful. I'm going to just bide my time, be patient, and wait for setups. Like I said, just manage these trades and see what appears moving forward. But other than that, that's kind of how I'm feeling. I was super happy with last week. I wanted to go over these trades, talk about it, and, wanted to celebrate my very first withdrawal. $200, man. All right, if you liked the video, please like and subscribe down there. I appreciate it. Drop a comment of what you think is going to happen this week. I appreciate all your support. I got like 4 people that watch my videos. I appreciate y'all. Y'all dope. Anyways, I hope y'all have a great trading week. Make some money this week. Let's get to it.